F1 fans, get ready for what could be the most epic calendar expansion yet. While the 2025 schedule is locked in with 24 races, the real explosion could happen in 2026 and beyond. Over 35 new venues are itching to join the action, and 11 of them are serious contenders. But what would adding that one extra race mean for the championship fight? And who are the hottest tracks ready to claim their spot? Buckle up as we dive into the most exciting bids, fan and driver reactions, and how this could shake up the future of Formula One competition. Welcome back, F1 aficionados. Today we're diving into the amazing evolution of the F1 calendar. What started with just 7 races back in 1950 has exploded into a 24-race global thrill ride in 2024. And the future? It's about to get even bigger. By 2026 and beyond, new tracks are lining up to join the grid, and we're here to break down which ones could make the cut and shake up the F1 world. But what happens when you add another race to an already packed schedule? That extra race could have huge implications for both the drivers' and constructors' championships. Stay tuned as we explore how F1 could change forever. Let's rewind to 1950, the first ever Formula One World Championship, with just 7 races. Back then, a win meant 8 points, a massive 18.6% of the total available in the season. Fast forward to 2024, we've got 24 races with a win now worth 25 points, just 4% of the total season's points. The stakes are higher than ever. Every single point counts, and one slip-up could shift the entire championship balance. Now let's talk about what could happen next. F1's current contracts cap the season at 25 races, and we're already at 24. Adding just one more race could completely change the game. Think back to the legendary 2021 season, Verstappen versus Hamilton, where they entered the final race tied on points. That last lap showdown in Abu Dhabi was unforgettable.
It's a late lunch by Verstappen, who takes the lead of the race!
But imagine if there had been one more race after that. The tension would have been off the charts. An extra race doesn't just extend the battle, it cranks the intensity through the roof. Drivers would need to dig even deeper, and teams would push the limits of strategy like never before. Verstappen's nerves, Hamilton's hunger for an 8th title? Multiply that by 2. One more race could have meant a comeback for Hamilton or an early lock for Verstappen. The emotional rollercoaster of Abu Dhabi could have been just the beginning. But here's the catch. The 24-race calendar is already pushing teams and drivers to their limits. The travel schedule is brutal, the physical and mental strain relentless. Every race weekend is a battle of endurance, both on and off the track. Adding another race would tip some over the edge. Drivers would have to be at their absolute best every single time. Teams would face even more logistical nightmares, with cars and personnel stretched to the max. It's a race against fatigue, both mechanical and human. Now let's zoom in on the Constructors' Championship. Teams like McLaren and Aston Martin are battling for every single point that could make or break their season. An extra race means one more shot at glory, or one more heartbreak as they fight for crucial positions. Every pit stop, every strategy call, every lap would be under even more pressure. Now, realistically, more races mean more action for the fans. More unpredictable moments, more upsets, and maybe another fairy tale win like Gasly's Monza triumph. The 25th race could be the ultimate game changer, deciding the fate of the championship in the most dramatic way possible. If this has you on the edge of your seat, hit like and subscribe to stay in the loop for all the latest F1 news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a single update. Now it's your turn. What do you think about adding that 25th race? Would it make the championship even more intense? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. So, we know the F1 calendar is pushing its limits, but the big question is, if we had a 25th race, where could it take place? Over 35 new venues have shown interest, with 11 serious contenders. Each one is determined to bring F1 action to their home turf, but only a select few will get the chance. Let's take a look at the top 5 tracks vying for that coveted 25th race, and what they could bring to the F1 world. Kyalami, South Africa. F1 is missing from the African continent, and the Kyalami circuit is a top contender to fill that gap. The fans are passionate, and the return to Kyalami would mark F1's first race in Africa since 1993. A race here wouldn't just be historic, it would expand the global reach of the sport in a major way. Plus, drivers like Lewis Hamilton have openly supported a return to Africa, fueling anticipation. Colombia. There's growing interest from South America to add another race alongside Brazil, and Colombia's pushing hard to make that happen. With a strong passion for motorsport, hosting an F1 race here would cement F1's presence in South America, bringing more diversity to the calendar and catering to a new fan base. New York, USA. With F1 booming in the US thanks to Drive to Survive, adding another American race is tempting. The idea of racing in New York, a global media hub, would bring enormous attention to F1. However, F1 management has already expressed hesitation about adding a fourth US race to the calendar, given the existing races in Miami, Austin, and Las Vegas. While the demand is undeniable, the possibility remains uncertain for now. South Korea. After hosting races from 2010 to 2013, South Korea is looking for a comeback. The circuit in Yeongam had mixed reviews, but with a growing motorsport fan base in the region, a revival could open new opportunities for F1 to expand in Asia. Rwanda. A surprise contender, Rwanda's ambitious bid to host an F1 race reflects the global expansion of the sport into new markets. Hosting a race in East Africa would break new ground for the sport and open up opportunities for F1 to connect with a whole new audience. But that's not all. Other notable bids are active from various nations like Thailand, Vietnam, China, Malaysia, and India, each vying for a chance to make their mark on the F1 calendar. The competition is fierce, and only the best circuits will make the cut. So, where do you think the next F1 race should be held? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And now here we are at the tipping point. Imagine this. It's 2026 and the season has already been a rollercoaster ride with 24 epic races. The championship is coming down to the wire, and now for the first time ever, there's a 25th race on the calendar. One extra race, one final chance for glory. For some drivers, it's a shot at redemption. For others, it could be the race that defines their entire legacy. Picture the tension in the paddock. Every team, every driver knows this race could make or break their season. It's the difference between a career-defining victory or a heartbreaking loss. Just like we saw in 2021, where Verstappen and Hamilton's battle came down to the final moments of the final lap, this could be even bigger. One more race means even higher stakes, more strategy, and more unpredictability. For the midfield teams, this is the moment they've been waiting for. That 25th race could give them the extra points they need to leapfrog their closest rivals in the constructors' standings. Teams like McLaren or Aston Martin could use this as a final push to secure millions in prize money and a better position for the following season. Every pit stop, every lap, every second would count. And for the fans, this is the ultimate showdown. More drama, more twists, and the possibility that this 25th race could deliver one of the most unforgettable moments in F1 history. Whether it's a nail-biting title decider or an unexpected underdog victory, this race could go down in legend. The evolution of the F1 calendar from just 7 races in 1950 to the current 24-race season has completely transformed the sport. With the possibility of a 25th race looming on the horizon, the stakes have never been higher. One extra race could be the turning point, pushing drivers and teams to their limits, creating more drama, more action, and more unpredictable moments that F1 fans live for. But it's not just about adding another race, it's about the impact on the entire season, the championship battles, the rivalries, the unexpected twists that make F1 the greatest motorsport on the planet. For the frontrunners, it could mean locking in a title or risking it all at the final hurdle. For midfield teams, it's a chance to fight their way up the standings and secure crucial points. And for the fans, it's a shot at witnessing even more unforgettable F1 history unfold before their eyes. So, will F1 make the leap to a 25-race season? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, if it happens, it's going to dramatically change the game in ways we are most likely not expecting. The future of Formula 1 could be on the brink of a major change, and we want to know, what do you think about the possibility of a 25th race? Would it raise the excitement? Or is 24 races already pushing the limit? And more importantly, which venue would you want to see added to the calendar? Is it South Africa's Kyalami? Or would a race through the streets of New York get your adrenaline pumping? What about other tracks we haven't mentioned? Let's get creative. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's fire up a real debate. And if you're as passionate about F1 as we are, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. We're just getting started and the next big story could be right around the corner.